that we all want a fulfilling life. Fulfilling life means happiness in oneself, healthy body, relationships, peace, harmony in society, coexistence with nature, and conducive social structures and system, and continuity of all for generations to generations. So naturally we want all these things. And because we want all these things for ourselves, for next generation, for generations, that's why we need to visualize a humane society. A society where everyone have an opportunity to live a fulfilling life. So this kind of society we are trying to visualize in this course. So you can ask yourself, is it your need or not? Do you think it is naturally acceptable to you or not to have a humane society where people are living with relationship, with justice, and complementing each other, and not for me only, for my next generation, then next generation, then next generation. So we want this humane society and we also want tradition of this humane society. Tradition means for each generation this kind of society is available. Right? So we are expanding our wisdom. We are trying to visualize such a society. So if we want to visualize such a society, there are two important components. One is undivided society, means relationship. So two important part of this society is mutual happiness, means justice in relationship from family to world family. So with feeling of justice, we can live with undividedness. If we are not able to recognize relationships with others, then we will be divided. And we can see that we are divided in the society. Sometimes in the name of caste, sometimes in the name of area, sometimes in the name of country, etc., etc. So if we are divided, then we cannot live a mutually fulfilling life. We cannot ensure a harmonious society. Right? So we all want transparency, honesty, equality. But what would be the basis? If we are not clear about the basis of such society, then we can think of these qualities, but it will not be actualized. So basis of such kind of society would be relationship. So if each one of us is capable to ensure justice from family to world family order, or at least have mentality to live with justice, so this can be the basis of undivided society. So you can think, you can ask yourself, what else could be the basis of undivided society? You can ask yourself, if it is not appealing you, then what else could be the basis of undivided society? That you can ask yourself. So we are visualizing together. It is not that I have visualized and I am forcing you to accept it. We are exploring together. So one proposal is, this undividedness in society is important to have a humane society. So you ask yourself, it is important for you or not? Number two, if we want to ensure an undivided society, then we should have ability to live with feeling of justice. And when this justice expands from family to world family, it will ensure undivided society. Right? So you can ask yourself, first, is it naturally acceptable to you to have a humane society? Second, Is it naturally acceptable to you? The basis of undivided society would be relationship. So you can ask yourself, can physical resources be the basis of undivided society? You can ask yourself. So what would be the basis of undivided society? Is justice in relationships. That's why we studied justice, recognition of feeling, recognition of human-human relationship, then fulfillment of feeling, then evaluation of feeling, then ultimately leading to mutual happiness. If mutual happiness is ensured, it means justice is ensured. So tell me if you have any doubt up to this point. So you want undivided society on the basis of your preconditioning, your thoughts, or you want undivided society on the basis of relationship? So if you are trying to ensure undividedness on the basis of your preconditioning, it will create war, fight, struggle, conflicts. Because your preconditioning and other preconditioning is different. And if you see most of the prevalent problems of society, it is because someone is forcing his or her preconditioning to me. So all these points need to be explored.
How can we eradicate the earthly condition?
So for that, we need to work on our consciousness. And to work on consciousness, to work on sanskar. So if you see consciousness, there are two kind of activities in consciousness. One part of my consciousness is my sanskar. Sanskar means mental impression. So if you see in your consciousness, one thing you will find your sanskar, mental impressions. Mental impression means with the surrounding, something is impressed on me.
Those factors are influential upon me.
Influence upon me. Right. And in all those influences, what I have accepted for me has become my sanskar.
But that also depends upon the parent.
Yes. Right. So that depends on many factors. But ultimately you have accepted for yourself. Maybe sources, there are many sources. But whatever exists in my consciousness is because of my acceptance. So I have accepted that it is important for me. That's why it has become my sanskar. It may have come from school, college, our surrounding, but finally I have accepted it. That's why it is in me. If I have rejected it, then it was not with me. So whatever I have accepted important for me. So for example, let's take one example. Suppose a child is growing in family and he is observing that father dominates my mother. And mother is accepting all the things, whatever being told by father. Now the child can accept, this could be one way to run the family, to dominate other and run the family. The moment he accepts it, it will become his sanskar. Now his whole thinking will be influenced by domination. When he will go to class, he will start dominating others. When he will run his family, he will start dominating. So domination was going on in the surrounding, but he has accepted for himself that it could be one way.
That is a child, then the child doesn't know what to accept, what not to accept.
Right. Because you have not given him process to verify. This one point you are saying very right. Because you are not giving any process, school colleges are not giving any process to verify what is right or what is wrong. So that's why whatever he has accepted has become his sanskar. So that's why he has some good sanskar, some wrong sanskar, and he is a mixture of both. That's why for some people he is good, for some people he is bad. It is because of sanskar. Yes, ma'am.
If he has the right feelings towards his mother, won't he change, or won't he feel that this is not a sanskar that I have to adopt?
So it happens. Many child do not accept it. They oppose their parents. How are you living? Because they have already this kind of sanskar. So either he will accept it based on his previous sanskar, or he will reject it. But if he accepts it, it will become new sanskar. So both choice each one of us has. So one part, just a minute, let me complete it. So one part is sanskar in my consciousness. Second part is innateness. Something is innate in me, that we are calling it natural acceptance. So whatever sanskar I have, I also have this innateness that is uncorrupted by my sanskar. That is uncorrupted by the environment. So irrespective of what kind of environment I have, irrespective of what kind of sanskar I have, something is innate in me that is pure, that is absolute, that is universal. Example. For example, if I ask what is innate in you and what is naturally acceptable to you, feeling of relationship or opposition. For example, there is a fight in your family. Do you want to continue that state or you want to come out of that state? What is the motivation? Why do you want to come out? Yes, because something is innate in us and I want to be in that state. That's why you will have a natural inspiration to come out of this state and be comfortable within yourself. So something is innate. That's why you are motivated to resolve all these conflicts, come out from this situation, and live happily, be happy. So these are the motivation, because something is innate in me. Right. So in my consciousness, these two parts exist: sanskar and my innateness. Now why are we discussing it? I was discussing because now what would be the basis of undivided society? This innateness or my preconditionings? Innateness. So if preconditionings are the basis of this society, then there will be conflict. There will be war. There will be struggle for survival. Everything will start. If innateness is the basis of my visualization of human society, then undividedness can be ensured. Because this innateness is something that is universal. So that's why if I ask myself what would be the basis of undivided society, feeling in relationship, human relationship, or my conditioning, the natural answer you will get human relationship. But what is happening when I am going to live, my preconditionings dominate me and it creates differentiation. That's why we are not able to live in a human society. Tell me, is it digestible or not? Yes. You need to verify it. Just verify it.
Because maybe I don't want to do something which I don't do it. But the situation that I am in, it changes me. know that I cannot survive without changing. Once I change, my character changes. So has my innateness changed? Is it possible?
Yes. So you verify it. For example, in a classroom, there are 60 students, right? There are 60 students. Now, it may be possible that I have changed the way I deal with students. Now I have started dominating. Now I have started reacting to maintain the silence in those 60 people. So maybe it has become my habit. It is my way. But is it naturally acceptable to me? Just ask yourself. So my sanskar could be different because of my experiences. But is it naturally acceptable to me? So something is universal in us, innate in us. So a person may be short-tempered, but whenever you ask him, do you want to live in relationship or in a position? What answer will come? Relationship. Because that is innate. So you may be considering yourself, I am from this religion, I am from that sect, falana dikana, etc., etc. But whenever you ask yourself, do I want undividedness or dividedness? What answer will come? Undividedness. Because it is innate in us. Now what are the obstacles in this undividedness? My preconditionings, my sanskar. Yes.
The innateness, happiness is innateness, relationship, feeling relationship is innateness, and peace is innateness. Is there any list? What are they?
Convince anyone. Help others to explore. The moment you will try to convince, the other has thousands of arguments to convince you. Yeah. So we can help each other in exploration. So the better way is, if someone is asking question, so let me reply. I have come from Delhi for here to reply. I am investing 8 days to reply only. So if you observe my reply, I never try to convince you. I will give you points for exploration. Ultimately, with the process of exploration, that innateness will emerge in you. If we try to convince each other, then it will not help. So there are 3 things you can see fundamentally innate in us. To have a feeling of coexistence, to live in coexistence, to have a feeling of relationship, to live in relationship, to have a feeling of participation in larger order. So whenever I ask what is naturally acceptable to you, relationship or opposition, so your answer will come relationship, because it is innate in us. Now we can do detailing of these 3 things. So for example, in relationship, which feeling is naturally acceptable to you? So feeling of trust is naturally acceptable to you. Feeling of respect is naturally acceptable to me. But fundamentally, these three things are innate in me. So whenever there is a person who doesn't have right sanskar, now you ask yourself, what is my participation? To become complement, to have a feeling of guidance, or to fight with that person? Yes. So it is my participation. So these are naturally acceptable to me. These are natural. And now this feeling of relationship, I want to have feeling of relationship with few people or everyone? Everyone. So I have a feeling of relationship with everyone. This can be the basis of undivided society. This can be the basis of undivided society. So human relationship could be the basis of undivided society. So this ability to ensure justice from family to world family will be the basis of our undivided society. So if we are not preparing our child, our students, with this feeling of justice, then it will be difficult for them to live as undividedness. Right? They will divide each other. So if we are only transferring our preconditioning to each generation, so it will be difficult to live as undivided. So what we need to do, we need to impart this process of self-exploration. We need to transfer this process of self-exploration also, so that they may evaluate their sanskar. So they may ask themselves what is naturally acceptable to me, rather than what is my preconditioning. So once students are equipped with this process, they can move towards undivided society. Right? So basis of undivided society is human-human relationship. So justice from family to world family. It will ensure undividedness. Now, if you ask yourself, am I related to only human being or each unit of this nature? Each unit of this nature, whether it is human or living or non-living. So I am related to each unit. Now if you see this each unit means rest of nature. So this human nature relationship, I also want to fulfill it. So I want to fulfill human-human relationship, and I also want to fulfill relationship with rest of nature. So this fulfillment with human being and rest of nature, from family to world family, is universal human order. So in the whole syllabus, we are talking of undivided family, undivided society, and universal human order. Right? So for last 3 to 4 days, we are talking on relationships. Then we will start talking about universal human order. Right? So that's why the whole course is focused on 2 parts. First is undivided society. Second is universal human order.
Sir?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Here. So I am Balamurugan. So actually, for the first 4 days, so we are talking about family, relationship, and society, this and all. So whatever the questions you are asking, all my dear ladies and gentlemen, so they are telling the answer correct only. You are also satisfied. So inside the room, so they are thinking that okay, hereafter, so we have to form a undivided family, undivided society. They are thinking. So it depends upon the situation. While working in an office or our hometown, so based on opposite means our relatives' behavior, so they are trying to change their originality. originality. So that is happening right now. So my question is, how to stable their mentality in all aspect? First thing. So actually, from my observation, what I am nowadays I am doing that for these kind of relationship or undivided family or undivided society. See, we have to take oath ourselves like self-talk. Self-talk means actually now we are asking, we are telling, okay, so I want to be a happy person, so I want to make my family happy, I want to make my society happy. Where is the solution? If you are thinking, that is not a solution. Try to make a practice. Try to make a implement that one. First, we have to start from ourselves first. That means self-talk means, for example, some of us asked that how to eradicate preconditioning. Actually, in our family, the child, they don't know the good things or bad things. How to correct it? See, these are all questions only. So what are the steps we are taking? We ask ourselves first. Then only we have to correct our neighbors, our family, our society. Then we start from ourselves. Means that I think that the self-talk is very important for our improvement, our making a good relationship. That means hereafter I don't expect what I am thinking from others. First, I don't condemn this and all. I don't criticize. So if you are thinking means regularly, if you are thinking means automatically, because everything is derived from your universe only. So universe is watching us very closely. If those who are doing good things automatically, so that universe is observing us. See, it produces good thing to only, not to us. So I think that it is a solution right now. Self-talk is very, very important. Not only that criticism, condemns, then expectation, feeling also. Suppose if you are making mistake, you think that you don't criticize. Oh, you are doing like this, you are not good. Don't think that. Unfortunately, what I should think, that depends upon the situation, he is making mistake. Next time, he will not do. In that way, if you are thinking means, I will not project you negatively. So this is the thing I am expecting. So apart from this self-talk, okay, self-talk is enough. So I say it is more enough. So after following this self-talk, there is some other obstacles. What are the obstacles? So nowadays, so now we are talking about technology. Technology is a good thing only, I know very well. So we are also accepted. But we for example, here for 4 days, we are sitting, we are leaving to home. You ask, sir, how many of you watched TV, serials, news? Because these are all very disturbance obstacles to our making our improvement. This is the thing. For example, in TV, they are sometimes we are getting breaking news. It is good or bad. We think ourselves. We are going very smoothly. Instantly, suddenly we are thinking on that. Our mind is deviating from present position to some other position. Our self-talk is collapsed. Then serial. Then this is my suggestion, my observation. That is the thing. Serial means everybody knows. While eating, they are watching that serials. What we have to observe, whether we are concentrating on eating food or some other things, incidents. Universe is watching us. Oh, he is expecting that incident. Okay, we have to give that one. We have to produce that thing. But instead of the tasting that food, if you are tasting our food means, oh, he is expecting good things. We have to get more and more energetic items. Likewise, if you are following the daily activities, if you are converting into the regular thing, I say routine work means somewhat we can expect the society like undivided family, undivided society. So this is the way I feel. I don't know about other people. Yeah, I may be wrong. So as a facilitator, please you have to give more ideas and more things we will follow. But past, one more thing I wanted, last 4 days I thought that, so really I attended UHV 1, 2 and 4. So we are talking about only first individual, that consists of our self and health. Next, family and society and nature. Still, don't mistake us, still we are in confusion. Which one is correct? Which one is not correct? That means it seems like that we are not practicing. We are not trying to implement that thing. If you are implementing means definitely we are all answerable person. But why I am saying, but past 4 days, sir. But I don't know about your age. But really, I don't know what I say. So you are very, very, irrespective of age, position, really you are a very good human being. That is the thing. So how to live in the present world? This, the karma or what is the world? The current world. Digital world. In the digital world, how to live? If you are following your instruction, your instruction means not your name. As a human being, you are telling. Definitely, we have to be very happy. Then really, I express my sincere gratitude to you and sir. Also, for arranging this program, University UHV team. Thank you so much.
He's so clear only.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Because I am following, I am doing something. If you want to means, I want to express what I am doing for my family, what I am doing for my society, what I am doing for nature. I have example. You ask anyone from my hometown, my family, then I know myself what I am contributing. But I don't want to disclose this thing to everyone. For society, at my hometown, what I am doing. Every day I am watching. One more part is going on. I am contributing something to our society. Really, I want to take care of my family and society. Society in the sense, including the all kind of people. So that thing. But not now. So before UHV attended, I started that one. I mean, in the year of 2018, I started. Okay, why we are living? We are getting money. Then we are, buying some properties, some things. What is the use of these physical facilities? Whatever the physical facility we need, that is more enough. Rest of the money, so we have to contribute something to our people. I feel satisfied. But at the same time, for my this contribution, my the homemaker, the domestic engineer is helping to me. So I feel very happy. This is the thing. Thank you.
Okay, so you have good sanskars. You have already good sanskars. That's why you are able to relate. That's why you have those kind of concerns for larger order. But one thing is very important in your whole sharing, that we need to start exploration in ourselves. So if we are in the process of exploration, then we will be able to see what is right, what is not right. So there is a need to communicate with ourselves. This is one part. Second part is what would be the basis to decide whether it is right or wrong. So that basis we are proposing here innateness, natural acceptance. So on the basis of natural acceptance, I can decide what is right and what is not right. So there are two approaches. One is I will tell you what is not right. So don't criticize, don't hate, don't tell lie, don't take liquor. This is one part, one way. Second way is I will help you to connect you with your innateness. That is already pure. So once you are feeling connected with this, then you will be able to see what is required for me, what is not required for me. So I don't need to tell you. You are having that potential. So through this UHV process, what we are doing, we are trying to help you to realize that natural acceptance, innate nature. So once you have realized that innate nature, then you can sense within you whether it is right for me or not. So what we are saying, if we have realized my innate nature, innateness, natural acceptance, then I may live without getting influenced for my environment. This can happen. What is happening today? We are telling our children, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But we are not helping them to realize their natural acceptance. So they remember, like a prayer, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But they are not able to live. Because for living, we need to purify our sanskar. And sanskar can be purified with the reference of my innate nature, natural acceptance. So that we need to introduce in education system. So, for example, this subject UHV2. If you see the design of UHV2, the whole purpose of UHV2 to help you to see your natural acceptance, what is innate in you. So one thing we can do, you start teaching this subject. So if you teach this subject, you will see, you will be able to explore more within you. The moment a student will ask us question, you will look inside. What could be the answer? So you take this subject, you will see that exploration, you will be more explorative than those teachers who are not teaching. Second thing is, as you said, that self-talk is important, required. So when we are putting these courses in the form of proposal, then this self-talk starts within students. Now they will start thinking what is naturally acceptable to me, what is not naturally acceptable to me. So all these things will happen, what you are suggesting. And when you are teaching this course, definitely your wisdom will expand. You will be able to evaluate your preconditioning. And the more I am closer to my natural acceptance, I will be able to see coexistence with everyone. I will be able to see relationship with everyone. I will be thinking to participate in larger order. So it will happen naturally. It will happen naturally. It is a natural outcome of exploration. So you take this subject, teach this subject, help students, rest thing will happen naturally. So if you see the design of this content, we are not training you that it is good, it is not good. We are helping you to explore. Now you are able to see whether it is naturally acceptable to me or not. So we are not forcing anything on you. So what we are doing, whatever is innate in you, I am helping you to see this. Now you have potential to sense what is right, what is not right. That we can do for everyone.
Sir, I have one query, sir. The sir talked very nicely, and he is impressed on you, sir, right? So yesterday we are talking about excellence in every field. So today, from sir's talk as well as myself, I can see excellence in you with respect to this UHV and the concepts we have to follow in the life, sir. So sir said, you are really a good human being because you are talking for the last 4 days without any discrimination, without any ego. We can watch that. So you now you are telling take UHV class, we can improve upon. Now you have come to this stage, no sir. You are not feeling whether you are from north or whether you are from south, what food you are getting, where you are staying. You are not at all concerned about all these things. Your only objective is to educate us. So, and the sanskar is also there. You said impressions. So we are all tied up with those sanskars which prevents us from expressing what you are, your status. So what do you think which brought you to this stage, sir? If you, can you please whether it is a continuous practice or what do you think? From your point of view, I am trying to understand. Because we want to be like you, as far as this is concerned. So that is why you are excellence as far as this is concerned, sir.
So don't get influenced from me. So,
Share your experience on
Because everyone
That I
naturally
am
wants
going
to
to
come up to your stage, sir. But how?
that
We
I am
have so
going-
many obstacles in life which prevents us from doing this. Once out of the room, no, sir, we are loaded with so many things. Inside the room, to some extent, it is. But how you are coming up to this stage by denying all those things? That's from your experience I want to understand.
So I attended this workshop in 2009. First workshop in 2009 under the guidance of Shri Ganesh Bakadia ji. So one thing I was very, very clear at that time, that this process will help me a lot. And since 2009, I am focusing only in this process. Now post is not my concern. Competition is not my concern. To cheat you is not my concern. To force my thought on you is not my concern. My concern is, am I aware every moment of my natural acceptance? So my focus is very clear. So I try to be aware all the time, what is my natural acceptance? Am I having feeling at this moment according to my natural acceptance? So I have focused myself, irrespective of my sanskar. And with the time period, I am able to see that many sanskars are now purified with this process. So for example, if I talk about 2009, when I got married in 2007, so before attending this workshop, whenever I felt hurt with my wife, so I stopped talking. I keep quiet, sit in a room. I did not talk anything. And this state remains for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week. But with this focused approach, now I am able to come out of this state within few seconds. So I cannot say that I am continuously in harmony, but now with this process, I help myself to come out of this state immediately. So that is making me stable. So I am focusing what is my natural acceptance. Now you can ask yourself, where is your focus? And to focus on my natural acceptance, I don't need anything from outside. I don't need post, I don't need money to focus on myself. What is required? Only the determination that this is right and now I need to focus on this. So this decision is required. So I can do, so you can do. You can also be aware of your natural acceptance all the time. Who is stopping you? Only one thing will stop you, your own sanskar. No one else will stop you. Your own conclusions, your own sanskar, they will stop you. So you have to cross that conclusion. And you need to focus on your natural acceptance. Rest thing will happen. So whatever stability I have this time, it has come with the time. And with that time means the sanskar that I had, that are taking time. So with this purified sanskar, you can also have that stability. That is not big issue. Important is, am I considering important? That to live with my natural acceptance is important for me. So is this important for me or not? Rest thing will happen. Right. So from 2009, There is not a single day when I am not talking about this UHV. From 2009 I started teaching, and I observed that all my friends who were in the workshop, out of them, those who started teaching, they are more stable than those participants who yet not started teaching. So teaching is very important. So since 2000 I am continuously teaching this subject, continuously. UHV1, UHV2, UHV3, UHV4, then I started taking morning session. So my whole day starts with natural acceptance till I sleep. I am talking about natural acceptance. So I am talking to you, but my focus is shifting towards me. And this is the outcome of teaching. When you teach something, maybe that students are not taking it seriously, but when you speak, you focus on yourself. It will help you.
Okay. You want the educated to be right educated. Right educated.
I want you to facilitate the process. That's all.
Uneducated, you want us to be right educated. What about the uneducated? It is not.
You can say. See, it is very easy to convey these things to non-educated people. At a time I was conducting 3 workshops in my college. I was conducting 3 workshops with my team members. One workshop was going on for faculty members, another workshop was going on HODs, and third workshops we were conducting for staff members like peon, attendant, and this class 4th employee. 3 workshops were going parallelly before the COVID. Now after 2 days, we discussed that figure, right understanding relationship, physical facility. Now in HOD workshop, how is it possible to live in relationship? In faculty members workshop, till HODs are here, I cannot live with feeling of relationship. With peon and attendants, they have grasped this concept very easily. And they were discussing why these people are not able to see that relationship is most important than physical facility. So it is easy to convey these proposals, those who are less educated, because they have less preconditioning. And most easy to children. You ask a children, do you want to be in relationship or opposition? He will tell you directly, relationship. You ask a person who has done BTech, do you want to be in relationship? I want to live in relationship, but my friends, my this, my that, they don't want to let me in relationship. You ask a person who has done MTech, do you want to live in relationship? How can I live in relationship till this HOD director and this system is here? You ask a person who has done PhD, he will say it is all theoretical thing, do not talk about this. Right?
Sir, exactly, I just want to ask you about this. Who are your listeners? You have different set of listeners, like unlearned person of different.
No, I have shared this proposal.
Yeah. So you might be having different set of listeners. You are lucky enough now that you have very good listeners who have a lot of problems. And the solution seeker as well. Right. But I'm just afraid to take classes for BTech students. I don't know how much they will observe and accept this thing. So only you have problems, and only when you are seeking for solution, you can listen to the person and you can accept things. I think the minimum qualification is to at least get married, at least once. Personal, on a personal note, I'm telling. Otherwise, you need to have some pressure or whatever it is, so that when you are to seek some solution, definitely you will feel like listening to all these sessions and you want to take something to you. But how will be effectively handle students who doesn't have that much passion or interest over the problem seeking?
Yes.
Sir, I have
Because it's a live thing. Yesterday was my first class for this UHV.
Okay. So you can share experience.
I went yesterday by 4 o'clock to my class. That was the first time I'm going to that class, because BTech second year students, I should take the course. So today I'm skipping this class due to this 9 o'clock one. So yesterday I thought by 4 I can manage. So I went to them and I asked them, as you said, everyone want to be in relationship? Yes. They said yes. But few over there in that corner, they were all laughing. Okay with each other. So I was asking, what made you to laugh? I said, it's in relationship. Ma'am, that is a different relationship, you know. Okay. Then I said, okay, you mean to say relationship with girl. I said, irrespective of gender, you should feel the relationship, and whole class was quiet. I do not know how I managed 1 hour, but children were, that only, these classes too interactive. At the time, they were not interacting. Whatever I'm saying, they are listening, okay? They were not at all just staring at me. So then I said, this class has to be participative, not like this, okay, whatever. Then you said, did your role play, right? So I wanted to implement that. So I called 2 students in the front, because they are all simply sitting, staring. I do not know whether they are listening or not. So I said, okay, come here. 2 students who was in the last end, I told them to come and sit. Okay, now I will give roles to you to play, so you do it. I gave them a role, father and son. There was a fight. Who will be father, who will be son? You be father, you be son. Then I told, okay, no, you be father, you be son. Then another guy who was little bit dominant is, I am the father, and he put the leg on this and said, now I am father, you are son, carry on. That was the first attitude. Then he said, okay, the scenario, okay, I will say this. When I asked them to give the scenario, they were all discussing. Then I said, okay, I will give a scenario. I gave them the scenario that the guy has to ask his father that I have to go to pub today. That was the thing. Pub. So because that's a current situation, right? All children are going there. So I said, no, but that only then I said, not asking her. Then they were looking like, I said, oh, you don't ask permission with your parents. Then all the guys said, not to father, but to mother. They said in the other way. Okay, then I felt something they were asking permission then. Okay, that satisfaction I had. Then, okay, mother, okay, you can imagine anything, mother or father, but now you could go, carry on. So that guy asked, father, I want to today, Papa, I want to go to pub today, okay? That was the first call. Immediately the guy said next, no. I was really wondering why. Then he said that, no. Then he was asking, Papa, now I am 21, so I can go to pub. He was saying, right? He said, no, you are only not mentally. That was the next answer. I was really surprised to hear all this. Then he said, not mentally. Oh, not mentally. He said, but no, it is okay, but I have turned, my friends are all going, so I have to go. That was his next conversation. He said, till you are staying in my home, you are not supposed to go. Still I am taking care, you are not supposed to go, he said, okay. That was, he said, then this guy immediately said, okay, I am not going, then leave. That was the answer from him, okay. Then I felt really it was good, okay. Then, but I told him later, immediately instead of saying no, you try to understand why you have to say and then check all the reasons. That was the other later on. But somehow I feel okay. Yesterday first class went good, right? It was something, I inspired from something here and then took there and then conveyed it. But it was 4 o'clock. That was the last hour. They wanted everyone to go home. But since I insisted that this is the first class I am coming, they all stayed back. From here itself it took for me late also. I was late to the class by 7 minutes, but they all were sitting. So that was the experience. So I think if it is conveyed properly, children might take also.
Right.
After attending the UHV1, so I observed the teacher who was taking the classes for us. So he bring her child during this session, but the child is very naughty. But the teacher handled the class very peaceful manner. So the child is always distracting all of us, but our mind not disturbed. We are focused with the teacher. So from this, I learned one thing. So whatever the students are like a child. Okay, so if this is the practice I have followed in the classroom. So whenever I enter into the classroom, they never talk. Till I complete the class is in pin drop silent. So how I am achieving this means, if the student using mobile phone, so I have given instruction to the student, keep all your mobile phone inside the bag. So they are doing like that. Some of the students not obeying this. So just I accept the things first. Okay, then I don't scold to them. Suppose they are using the mobile phone is ringing during the class hours, also not scolded. So the things keep on changing day by day. So all of them keeping the mobile phone inside the bag whenever I am taking the class. Then if the student came late in the classroom, so I never punish them. So don't disturb me, you come and sit. Okay, I allow you. Because of the attendance only, they are attending the class. They know very well about the responsibility for attending the class. So this is what I am teaching during my class hours. So now, previously they have a discipline. So nowadays they are improved a lot. Whatever the classes, in first year I have conducted UHV program, the special program for my department. That two classes, not all the classes. So continuously I took 1 week for the UHV program. After that, the class behavior will change. So never teacher complained about the class. They have their own self-discipline. So we need a patient for taking the classes to them, and you have to accept whatever they're doing naughty. They don't know. They are just come out from the school. They doesn't know anything, the responsibility and then everything. So we only teach for us, because you know the difference between school and college. First, you have to teach, you are the mature student, then adopt the system, and you have more responsibility after completing the college. If they understand, definitely will change everything.
Sir,
जी मैम.
actually, if you ask any civil engineering students, they'll be telling in our department, UHV class is happiness class. Because you know what we do, you were all asking how to handle the students. What we do is, to any one faculty only, they will assign the subject, but on ourselves, willingly, one more faculty, we will go accompanying that faculty. So two of us, usually what we used to do is, we will take at least 1 hour prior to the class, we will sit and discuss what we should do and how we will make the student understand his thing like that. And usually what we used to do is, we will never give lectures. As soon as we go, we will just post a question which will be related to some realization of himself. He will post, for example, in the student induction program, as soon as we went, me and Kamla Nandini ma'am, we both went, we just posted a question, how many of you here are happy? Everyone said, ma'am, we are all very happy. First year students, first day to class, student induction program, they all said, we are very happy. So imagine how it is difficult for us to teach them UHV after that. Then once again we all asked, okay, right this moment I ask you, what is your need? Then they all told, each one told one thing, and I told, okay. Then we pointed out one guy and we asked, okay, now I snatch away your phone from you. So, are you happy? Then he told, no ma'am, I cannot live without this phone. Okay, I snatch away this phone and I give you a normal button phone. Are you happy? Then he told, no ma'am, that is very difficult. Then we asked, your concern is phone. Why did you want button phone? Like this, we will start the conversation with the students. We will make them speak. So it did not end with this. And already in one of the UHV meeting, I have shared this. So now the student is in second year, I think. No, third year. But I went for the student induction program for that guy. So day one, I asked everyone to write, what is your feel now? You are into this college. One student, he literally, he was just crying when he was writing that. After that, I was just reading through the thing which he has written. He has written, actually his sister has a daughter, and it is a newborn baby. So the whole family was expecting a girl baby child. So he was writing, just now I got the opportunity to have a girl baby we had a girl baby in our family. I am missing her so much. Instead of spending so many time there, he is from some other state. So instead of spending so many time there, I am coming here and I am going to miss all my family thing. I don't want this course, I don't want this college. So, but after the induction program was over, I just called him out and I asked. He told, I am into a very good college and I am into a very good course. I know after this, only if I complete this course, I'll be making out something for my sister's daughter. So I can give her good education through my earning. So if I run away from here, I may miss out something and I may mislead her. Something like that he was. So we never advised him, we never gave him any ideas, he himself realized. So that way we will only through interaction we can make this. And one more interesting thing we would like to say. Actually, last semester we went to second year students. It was about Nature Connect. I think I'll just pass on to Kamala Nandini ma'am. She will explain it much more. So Nature Connect, our thing was, we sent all the students out of the class. We asked him, go walk into the nature. You just get yourself connected with the nature and come back and just give us your explanation. That is what you explored. So after half an hour, everyone came back. One guy came back with an empty bottle. So I was asking, we both were there. We were asking him, literally, if we are away from UHV, we would definitely laugh at the answers what they gave. But we were impressed so much, and till today, it is almost 6 months after that, till today we both are exploring how that guy would have got connected like that. He came with an empty water bottle and then we asked, what is inside, what you want to say? Ma'am, this is air, ma'am, fully with air. This air has traveled from Pondicherry to here. And he, the way he explained, still we are exploring how he would have thought like that. And ma'am, that air in Pondicherry, the climate is very cool. But so this air is very happy. But now here you see it was summer at that time. It is very hot here, and it is telling how you people are all managing. It is asking me. she'll be having those papers with her, those assignment papers. Like how they enjoy, like, and two people, they brought some flowers and they gave it to us. We still have the photographs. They told, ma'am, we love you so much. And it was like we were very happy with those flowers, and we immediately in front of them we told, see, this flower may dry, but your love will not dry. We'll take the photograph of it, and often we will have it with us.
So to add upon to ma'am's speech now, and those students, I asked to submit it as an assignment, hard copy. So they submitted the air in a Ziploc pouch along with the paper. And they said that this is what we have connected with nature. And one more thing they told us that it is very hot in Chennai. So we brought that air in the water bottle and we kept it in our class so that it will cool down. So classrooms were an AC.
Right. So few practices we do in our college for students. So in our college, we have taken 2 lectures in continuity rather than taking 1 lecture at a time, because lots of interaction is required during delivery of this course. So in our timetable, 2 lectures in continuity are fixed. And second thing is, all the UHV lecture in my college are fixed before noon, not after the lunch, because before noon students are active, they are ready to listen. And next thing we do is, we conduct a weekly meeting with those faculty members who are teaching this subject. So we discuss the slide, possible question and answers. So the quality and content, both are assured. So suppose there are, in my college there are 11 sections who are studying this UHV2. So we try to cover the same content, so that when students come out, they discuss the same content. So it creates an environment. So we conduct a weekly meeting for faculty members who are teaching this subject. We discuss the slide, we guide them that in this week we will cover these 2 slides, these 3 slides, and we discuss all the possible question answers. So it helps teachers and also create confidence to respond to the students. So this kind of activity we may also start here. Secondly, we have started many workshops for students other than course. Like after the college, we conduct a workshop, 36-hour workshop on consciousness engineering. Content is same, we keep changing title so that it may appeal to students. So for example, this morning exercise, whatever we do, we labeled it as consciousness engineering. So 36-hour we conduct this workshop. So full Saturday, full Sunday, Monday to Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 after college, and then again full Saturday. And HODs and directors are very surprised that these students are not able to sit in class, but they sit for 36 hours in this course. So this kind of environment will facilitate the importance of UHV to your HODs, director, etc. So we need to create an environment. Students want to be open up, they want to share, and UHV could be a platform. So if my preparation is good, then I will guide them. So you can start such kind of things. At least you can meet once in a week all the teachers who are teaching UHV. You can discuss what slides you have covered, what slides you have covered. Now what are the possible question answers? What students have asked questions, you can note it down. You can discuss with each other. So it will ensure quality of delivery. So it will help students. Right. Okay. So this we can do. So you should plan such kind of things. Okay. And another important thing is, when we are interacting with students, so student must feel that this is the subject that is going to solve my problems. So we should take examples related to their life. So for example, once I went to a class and I asked students, do you think this subject is important? They said no, not important. Then I asked them why. So they said, we have paid a lot of fees, we want job, not this values, etc. So I asked them, will you do job alone or in a team? So they said team. Now what is required to have a good team? Feeling of trust or mistrust? If a team leader is not stable inside, can he lead a team? If you are not stable inside, can you lead a team of 10 or 15 people? And that stability can be ensured with the help of this UHV process. So we should relate these concepts to their problems. So then I asked, I conducted one workshop for our college alumni during COVID. This was online workshop. Two common problems each alumni is facing. Number one, they are not able to make a balance between job and family. They are struggling. Number two, they have fear because all are working in private job. They are feeling insecure. So I asked one student, when you were in BTech final year and when you appeared in an interview, one question is asked commonly, where do you want to see after 10 years? Where do you want to see yourself after 10 years? So I asked that student, what did you reply? So one student said, I want to be in position of manager. I will grow the economy of the industry, etc., etc. Then I asked them, before 10 years, whatever you thought, whatever you had made goal for yourself, you have achieved. But before 10 years, you were not able to visualize that I need a balance between job and family. You did not give importance to relationship. So you focused on physical facility that you have got. But now you are able to see that only physical facility is not enough. Right? So if I am not thinking with this wisdom, what would be required for continuity of my happiness, then whatever I am ignoring today, it will be a problem in future. So if I am ignoring relationship today, it will be a problem of future. If I am ignoring this innateness in me, I will be living with instability in future. So that's why wisdom is required. So to live with continuity of happiness, we need right understanding, physical facility, relationship. But somehow students have assumed that only physical facility can make me happy. So this we need to help them. Otherwise they will be fighting with physical facility. Second is stability. I asked that student, do you think that job of Prime Minister is stable? No. You need stability from outside or you need stability inside? What is most important? Inside. If you are not stable inside, doesn't matter how much salary package you have, you will not be able to live peacefully. So this internal stability is important. Then only I can connect with people. And then I asked them, what did you do to get this internal stability? They said nothing. So what you have ignored, you are facing problem. So if our students are ignoring such wisdom, they would be facing problem in future. So we need to help them to visualize what can continue our happiness. So we should facilitate in this process. Right? Okay, so let me complete it. So we are talking about undivided society and universal human order. So for undivided society, what would be the comprehensive human goal that we discussed? So these are comprehensive human goal. So as a society, these are my comprehensive human goal. As an individual, continuity of happiness is my goal. As a human being, continuity of happiness in me and health in the body is my goal. As a family member, prosperity is my goal, justice is my goal. As a society, justice from family to world family is my goal. And I am with nature, coexistence is my goal. So these are comprehensive human goal. So how to achieve this comprehensive human goal, that we will study in universal human order. But at least we must be clear about this comprehensive human goal. So we are discussing relationship, to understand the justice, to visualize the undivided society. So in relationship, we discussed 9 established values, from touch to love, and recognition, fulfillment and evaluation of human-human relationships. Feeling in relationship leads to mutual happiness. So if I am able to recognize relationship, able to fulfill these feelings with others, and able to evaluate others' feeling, then it leads to mutual happiness. This is justice. And justice from family to world family will ensure undivided society. So for undivided society, we need to prepare ourselves, we need to prepare our students to have feeling of justice. Then society will be undivided. So we are practicing this justice. So yesterday we did many role play to understand how to cross my conclusions, how to cross my barriers to reach to the feeling of others. So this we are practicing. So we studied 9 established values, 9 expressed values, justice, that we studied. This. So justice means recognition of relationship, fulfillment of feeling, and evaluate the feeling, whether the feeling has reached to other or not. So if other is able to receive that feeling, then it will ensure mutual happiness between us. This is justice. So mutual happiness means I am happy because I am starting with the feeling that is naturally acceptable to me. And you are also happy because you are able to see my feeling. So for example, classroom. If I am teaching with the feeling of guidance, it will ensure my happiness. And not your behavior, not your actions. This feeling is coming because I am stable inside. Now if you are able to see this feeling in me, then you will have a feeling of gratitude. That teacher is making lot of effort. So in classroom, if a student is having this feeling of gratitude for the teacher, then content can be passed naturally, very easily. If they don't have a feeling of gratitude, they are in ego, I will search in Google, you don't know anything, etc., etc., then teaching will be difficult. So with feelings, justice happens. Right? So we discussed established values, expressed values, then justice. So if you have any doubt on this, we can discuss.
You said with feelings, justice happens. But in the court and all,
It?
the courts, and the judgment is given, whether they have taken feelings into consideration. It is not, that is only
Every single decision is given, which is given in court, it is based on equity and good conscience. Every single judge is equipped with that. They are skilled in a very higher level with that. Equity and good conscience.
Yes.
Feelings of conscience is there means there is no meaning of that.
So we can evaluate it later, है ना? We can evaluate it later. So we can evaluate it later. So as I said yesterday also, if I have understood human being properly, if I have understood consciousness properly, then our laws and order, infrastructures will be aligned with that natural acceptance. If we have not understood, then my structures would be different than my natural acceptance, and it will create conflict. So if these laws and order are based on this feeling, then it is okay. If it is not, then we will reform it. Next generation will reform it. That is important. Okay. So it's time for break.